So hello friends, my name is CA Arun Tiwari. In today's video, I'm going to talk about agriculture land and NRI. So this is the most contested or confusing part because lots of time people are confused with agriculture land buy, agriculture land sell, what are the provision, what they can do, what they cannot do, right? Another thing I will talk about is real estate. So there are lots of confusion in Fema. So I will talk about income tax also, I will talk about Fema also. It will be a very short video. So let's start. Can an NRI buy agriculture land? No. Can an NRI own agriculture land? Yes. If he has bought that agriculture land before he become NRI, he can keep the property. He don't have to sell as soon as he become the NRI. There is no pressure on that, but he cannot buy further, right? Second question generally comes, can a NRI inherit agriculture land? Of course, he can inherit, he can sell it. So there is no prohibition on that. Can a NRI buy agriculture land and make it a house or some other usable? No. Basically, if you're buying agriculture land, you're owning as an agriculture land, that is a prohibition. After that, whatever you do, that's different. But can an NRI buy a farmhouse? Yes, NRI can buy a farmhouse if the farmhouse is not used for any kind of agriculture activity. You understand how the farmhouse is used for relaxing and for tourism purpose or for some other commercial purpose, that can be bought by NRI. But he cannot buy agriculture land and build a farmhouse. He can buy a farmhouse which is converted as a non-agriculture land. It should not be an agriculture land as categorized as you go to in land records. So that you have to check if you're going to planning to buy a farmhouse, just check it should not be categorized as agriculture land in land records of that particular state. So you can simply ask your lawyer also, or somebody can go and check with the sub-registrar and they will tell you that what is the nature of that particular land where the farmhouse is built. So a resident can buy a land, build a farmhouse on that, but a non-resident generally he should not buy a land and build a farmhouse. Even he should not buy a farmhouse if the farmhouse is located on an agricultural land. That one thing should be very much clear. Now another part is coming, like can he buy a agricultural land and gift? No. Basically he cannot buy agricultural land directly or indirectly. So it's also not possible, even it's not possible that you pay money to your father or your brother and he buys an agricultural land, assuming your father and brother or maybe some relative, they are Indian, and then indirectly you control that land. That will be not possible, and because indirectly the beneficiary owner is you. Now somebody can ask how somebody come to know. I can give them as a loan. Yes, you can give them as a loan, you can give the money as anything else, but when you are going to sell that property, that time you can get into problem because it's very simple. See, when the money is coming, when you're going to sell the property, you will definitely apply for a lower TDS, and that time the income tax officer will ask you source of funding to your brother or whoever you're going to sell. And if suppose source of funding is foreign and that source of funding is used to buy agricultural land, they can definitely put a prohibition in Fema and you will not be able to sell that property. I know lots of people do a other arrangement, but see, if you are here just to make investment, there are maybe 100 of other avenues where you can simply put your money, you can get good returns and you can take back your money. Why to get into something which can become messy, right? Now second part I will talk here itself is, can a NRI buy a land and do construction? Because one thing I'm telling you, for NRIs, doing business in real estate is prohibited, but the real estate part is misunderstood. Basically, if some NRI is buying a property only for gain, he's not interested to build any building or any infrastructure. He's only interested to buy a land and hold it for appreciation. That is prohibited. That's another matter. Lots of NRI do the same thing. I think this prohibition is not for individual person. This prohibition for somebody who is coming as a company or as a big organization. They're buying a big land of maybe commercial property or commercial land. They're just holding and sitting on that for the appreciation. That is not allowed. But NRI either on individual level buy a land and do a construction. Again, the land should be non-agriculture. So NRI can buy a land, he can build a property on that. A big organization as a NRI non-resident, they can also come buy a land, they can construct some commercial or residential plots. That is all feasible. But only buying and holding property for appreciation purpose or speculative purpose, that is prohibited in Fema. So that two things generally people get confused, buying a land and buying a land which is the agriculture land. So if the intention of buying a land which is not an agriculture land, okay, is developing that land, creating some infrastructure, it's all allowed and they can do such kind of business. So that's all in this video. Thank you. Have a nice day.